Hello everybody, welcome to Sisters, my name is Magnus and welcome to this week's vlog. And well, I guess what I'll do is just after this just talk about what I've been filming. So on Sunday, which was on the 5th, that's when I filmed a news video. And that day I also opened up a collectible minifigure Series 26 Spaceplane box. Inside of that one was the Blacktron Mutant, which I actually think that's a cool minifigure. I do love the arm that minifigure has. The arm that has basically two arms attached to it. I think that's a very cool piece. Then on Monday, which was the 6th, that's when I filmed a video talking about the weird football/soccer sets. Then on Tuesday, that's when I filmed the next night's video. And now that day, I also opened up the other collectible minifigure Series 26 Spaceplane box. Inside of that one was the Ice Plane Explorer. And it is a very cool minifigure, so I'm very happy that I was able to find that minifigure. Then on Wednesday, that's when I filmed a video talking about the return of Barnacle in minifigure form. Then on Thursday, that's when I built Zane's Ultra Combiner Mech. So here's the Thomas Club of me building this set. And then on Friday, I actually filmed a video showing you guys the vehicle collection. And I also decided to film this little short clip that basically is kind of supposed to tease something I'm going to talk about a little bit later. Okay, so today is going to be kind of interesting because I am going to watch the X Factor finale in person. I'm basically gonna be there in person, which I've never been there in person before, so this is hopefully gonna be very cool. And now I am actually kind of nervous about this, but that shouldn't really be that expected because I've never done anything like this before. But I don't really know if I'll vlog about it, so I just thought I would let you guys know that I am going to the X Factor finale. And I do hope that it will be very, very fun. So yes, I was actually at the X Factor finale this week, and I will talk a little bit about it later. But I also want to say that on Saturday, which was yesterday, that's when I filmed a news video and a video showing off those little setup stuff made for Castle and Pirates. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish off the news video, that's when you do, and hopefully I will be able to film some more stuff here for a vlog. Alright, so here are all of the components that make up the Combiner Mech, and I just want to go over them real quickly. First of all, Zane, he is absolutely amazing. I really love this guy, definitely my favorite build in this whole set. Then the off-roader is my second favorite. I don't know why, I just love the design, it's very cool. Ryu is also kind of cool. The wings, I actually didn't expect them to be this big, so that kind of surprised me. And the Jet is probably my least favorite build in this entire set, but it's not too bad either. But what I'm gonna do now is I'm basically just gonna, see if I can transform this into the Mech itself. So let's see if I can do that. Alright, I just wanted to show you guys this really quickly. Basically, I have the Mech thing down, and basically it can roll around like this, which is actually kind of cool. I think that's a very cool alternative instead of walking. But yeah, I just want to show you guys that before the actual transformation is fully complete on this mech. And there you go, now the actual Combiner Mech is in its full glory. And now Thunderfang has someone to fight, which is actually kind of cool. Now here's the thing, Thunderfang is definitely off scale compared to the Combiner Mech, but if Thunderfang was as big as he is in the show, well then he would definitely be way more expensive than he is. But I do still think his size is very good for what it is, and I'm very happy to have something that Thunderfang can fight on this shelf right here. Now, one thing I have done, I actually did this yesterday, but I decided to get rid of the train lounge that was down here. I thought I would get rid of it because I wasn't really using it that much. So now it's gone, but I actually had to vacuum the floor because there was a lot of dust. So I managed to get that done. But now there is one thing I forgot to mention, which is yesterday I actually opened up a collectible minifigure series 28 blind box, and inside of that one was the crocodile minifigure. And I do actually like the little wing piece that she's holding, as well as the actual crocodile head mold. So yeah, I actually just realized I forgot to point it out to you guys, but I have mentioned it right now. Now, really quickly want to show you guys something else. So right here, this is the Aaron minifigure that came with the spinner pack. I've decided to give him the shoulder armor piece because there is a promotional image to actually show him with this armor piece on. And the thing is, it doesn't really look that good on him because the black arm is on the other arm. So if it was mirrored, well then I think that would look a little bit better. Now, I've also given this version of Sora a armor piece, and she does fit in the mech, but she has to lean for a little bit, which is a bit of a shame. Now, originally, when these sets got revealed, I thought these were the suits, that this was how they would look like in Season 3, but that isn't really the case. Sora, well, basically it's just, I didn't even notice it was actually just her merge suit, but she did use that suit. But Aaron actually did have the same suit, but he actually got a different hood piece, which is supposed to be a callback to his merge suit. And I gotta be honest, I think this might actually be my favorite Aaron suit yet. I don't know why, I just think the black kind of sticks out a bit for some reason, but I just want to point that out as well. Now, I actually decided to get out the army figures that I have from Series 26, the Space Series. Now that I've gotten 2 more from this series, so now I have 7, and the camera just fell a little bit there. But the thing is, I could not have gotten these 2 minifigures right here at a more perfect time. Let me explain. You see, as you guys know, recently I covered Nexo Knights, and the thing is, the colors for the Nexo Knights themselves are actually the same colors that Ice Planet 2002 used. And now the thing is, Lance's builds are really the only builds that really fit in because he is the White Knight, of course. But now what's interesting is that the final bad guys in Nexo Knights, their color scheme is the same as Blacktron 2. And well, the thing is, Blacktron 2 and Ice Planet 2002 were marketed together. So it's kind of funny how at the end of Nexo Knights basically had a callback to Blacktron 2. So it's kind of cool how I actually managed to get these 2 minifigures just in time for that Nexo Knights video. That's actually kind of cool if you ask me. Now, another thing I decided to do is take the second copy of Noct that I got, because I actually got 2 of him, which is cool. And basically, the other figure I put here at the Sea of Temples, because obviously he was fighting at the Tournament of the Sources. So I thought he'd fit in right here. And well, he doesn't really use his weapon in the tournament, but everyone has weapons, so I thought it made a little bit sense. Also, I decided to put Euphrasia right here, because she also was a competitor in the Tournament of the Sources, of course. And now also, another thing I wanted to point out here, and I just did this recently, but I decided to take Pixel off the Combiner Mech just because you don't really see her at all in the vehicle because the canopies aren't clear. So if I would just put her out on display next to our minifigures. And now another thing I want to say is I actually wish that Thunderfang actually came with Kai instead of Nia, because now I actually have 2 copies of Nia. It would have been better if I got Kai, because if that happened, well then I would actually have all of the Stormsuit Ninja, but I am hopefully gonna get a set that includes Kai, but we'll just have to wait and see if that will happen. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to talk a little bit about X Factor, because like I said, I was at the X Factor finale and I watched it live there. And the thing is, I had never done anything like that before. I've never been to a live X Factor show at all. I had not been there in person. So I was a little bit nervous about this, but Once I was there, I actually got a little bit more calm, which is a good thing. And now I do actually think that I might go to another X Factor live show. I do think that would be very cool. Maybe not for a finale, but maybe just see it in person. I think that would be cool. But we'll have to wait and see if that will happen. By the way, another question. Do you guys watch X Factor? I'd be curious to know if you watch X Factor or not, because I do think it's actually kind of a fun show, and we watch X Factor pretty much all the time. Yeah, it's a very fun show, not gonna lie, so I'd be curious to know if you guys watch X Factor or not. Now, really quickly before I go, I just want to show you guys that I do have the original Combiner Mech. It's right here next to the other courses that I have. And well, it's funny, it's that the new Mech is displayed in the same room, which is like actually very cool. But honestly, I do think this right here is definitely an improvement over the original. I mean, I do love the original. I do think it looks good when combined, but I think the vehicle doesn't really look that good split up. The individual vehicles don't really look that good when they're apart, but this Mech right here, not only does it look good when it's in Mech form, but when it's split apart into a separate vehicles, I do still think they look very cool, like I said. So I'm very happy to have the new Combiner Mech, because it is very, very cool. But anyways, I think that's basically it for this video, or really this week's vlog. So yeah, I don't really know how long this vlog will be. I don't really edit too much of it, but hopefully I will. And by the way, this vlog was filmed on Sunday, I should have pointed that out. But other than that, I don't really have anything else to say other than the fact that this week I decided to watch Ninjago Season 7, The Hands of Time, which is the last Ninjago season to feature the original designs for a ninja. So now the next season is gonna have the new designs, which will be very interesting to see. And now just to be clear, yes, I have watched a little bit of Dragon's Rising Season 4. I just wish LEGO would just release all the episodes at once instead of just uploading them individually in batches on your YouTube channel, because I'm watching the episodes on YouTube. That's where I'm watching the episodes, so hopefully the rest will come out very, very soon. Also, another thing I forgot to mention is that last week I actually watched a movie. And well, what movie did I watch? Well, I actually watched Project Hail Mary, and it was actually a very enjoyable movie. And it's interesting that even got a Lego set. That's kind of interesting. But I do think it's good, and let me know if you've seen it, cause I do think it was kind of alright, like I said. And I'd be curious to know what you think of the movie, if you have seen it, that is. But anyways, that's it for this video. If you like this video, make sure to leave a like, and make sure to subscribe to this YouTube, and hit that bell notification button, so that you're gonna find when I upload a new video. So that's it for now, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.